Hey guys, it's Janelle here, and today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 mounts in Wizard101. I thought this might be kind of fun, and I've noticed that multiple Wizard101 YouTubers have been making this lately, and I figured I might as well have a go at this. So yeah, this is purely my own opinion, so don't take it too seriously, and this is just for fun. So anyways, let's get into the countdown. Number 5, the Manta Ray. So the Manta Ray is really just on here because of a personal thing I have. Basically, I do have a little bit of a history with it. I remember when I was in Dragonspire, and I got to Celestia this one time, and I was in the test realm, and I decided to randomly buy just some mount, and I decided to buy the Manta Ray mount. I love how it looks, and I really like I like how it looks. It's as simple as that. It's my favorite of all the underwater mounts, and for some reason I actually kind of find it cute. Number 4, the Storm Rider hair. So the Storm Rider hair, it's actually an exclusive version that you can only get through the Central, and you can only get it from the Everybody Wins raffles they do. They've done 2. And I think they do it annually now. I'm not really sure. It was actually made in honor of a player. I can't remember her name, but yeah. I think it was like Olivia Stormrider or something. Anyways, basically, it's a simple mount, but I really love it. They are kind of a ridiculous idea, but you have to admit that, as ridiculous as it sounds, somehow KingsIsle actually kind of pulled it off, and the bunny mounts do look actually pretty cool, in a way, I guess. I don't know. They have this certain style at the time, and I love the style as it looks, and really that's just it. I love the way it looks, and it's probably for some reason the most majestic mount, aside from a few other ones, which I'm about to mention in the next couple of slots. Number 5, the Swift Griffin mount. So the Swift Griffin mount came out in a time where most of the mounts in the crown shop, while they were kind of cool in their own right, for the most part, pretty much almost all of the mounts were kind of just clones of each other. Again, they were cool in their own right to a point, but it kind of got old seeing the exact same mounts over and over again. So when you saw this mount, and it wasn't one of the underwater mounts, it was added around the same time as Celestia, and when you had this mount, it was truly a sign of you being a really good player, at least. Yeah, you bought it, but who cares? It was still a sign that you were a dedicated player, man. Sadly, I didn't get the bundle before it was discontinued, but luckily I did get the bundle, about 6 months ago when they brought it back for a short time for Wizard101's birthday. Granted, I don't have the same bragging rights as I did years ago, but it's still pretty cool, and I love the way it looks. It's a little dated, but I still love it either way. It's super majestic, and I guess I just really like the majestic mount. Number 2, Blue Dragon mount. So, who among you were surprised that there was a dragon on here? Exactly, I freaking love dragons, in case you guys don't know. Basically, this dragon is mostly on here because of a personal attachment I have. Basically, I remember when I first started playing the game, and neither me or any of my friends really ever bought crowns, and we rarely bought crowns if we ever did at all. Anyways, so yeah, none of us ever actually had mounts. We occasionally bought the rental ones, but other than that, we didn't have any mounts. And aside from the number 1, in order for us to get actually any mounts from the crown shop that were permanent, we had to save up the gold because we never really bought any crowns at the time. I remember this one, and I saved up 85,000 gold or something. It's more than the 50,000 gold mounts, but it's not 90,000 gold. It's somewhere in between. I can't remember exactly. Either way, I saved up all the gold, and that was really hard for me to do, especially when I was in Dragonspire. And I just remember working really hard for this mount, and I loved it. I felt it was more fitting than number 1, the mount I had at the time. Number 1 was actually my first mount. Anyways, point is, I love this mount. It's a very simple feel, and it was actually one of the first mounts ever added to the game. And again, it's really simple, but it's super nostalgic for me, and I just love the way it looks. And I love dragons. Number 1, Chestnut Pony. Okay, I'm gonna give you one guess as to why this is even on here. Nostalgia. Frickin' nostalgia, man. This is the first mount I ever got. I paid 50,000 gold for it, and I have no regrets. I bought the 50,000 gold. Wait. I paid the 50,000 gold for this mount when I was in, Rocketopia, or Marleybone, or Mushu. I think it was Marleybone or Mushu. Long story short, I got this before I got into Dragonspire, before I even got the dragon mount, and this was, super awesome. I was the first of all my friends to get any mount in the game, and everyone thought I was super cool because I had a mount, and I paid gold for it. Again, I paid 50,000 gold for it. I worked my butt off for this thing, and I loved it. And I still do to this day. It was either this or a broomstick for 50,000 gold, and I'm glad I got the horse. I named mine Chestnut. Totally original, I know, whatever. I've loved horses since I was a little kid, and it's just awesome, and it's cool, it's nostalgic, it's a freaking horse, and I just love it. It's simple, it's awesome, it's nostalgic, it's a little majestic, and I just love how it looks, and I love how it is, and it's awesome, and nothing can change my mind about that. Yep. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and bye.